I think in the journey of finding my drag in that moment, and I was like, you know what? Take power to that name. What I had to bring and what I was representing. My drag style, she is a Bolly hood, very cultural, very banji, ghetto, ratchet. When I was growing up, dance was my family.
Thank you so much for coming here. Like, it's such an honor to have you in Creative with Purpose. And first of all, like, I wanted to start to ask you, how did you first discover drag?
Drag, oh my god. Well, first of all, hi everyone. My name is Sanjina DaBish Queen, all the way from Canada's Drag Race, season 5. Ew. Drag. Okay, so growing up, I always used to be a dancer, right? Like dance is my best friend. And then dance has been such a part of me that when I identified as a gay man, I didn't really know where I was going because when I danced, I was very just like feminine. It was very girly, it was very pussycat doll, it was very Beyonce. So I always kind of asked myself, like, why didn't I dance like a boy? Why I grew up dancing like a girl? And then running away from Vancouver and then coming to Toronto, I've heard about drag, but like growing up, I wasn't really like I didn't really like drag because of just like my religion and everything I was taught the opposite of not liking drag or not, involving with the queer community. So running away from Vancouver all the way to Toronto, I think being exposed to drag scene here in Toronto, which is crazy. Um, that's like where I kind of fell in love with drag. And then I met my drag mother, the Virgo Queen, who won Canada's Drag Race. Um, she took me under her wing and then she kind of showed me like the ropes. And then from there, I just kind of was on my own and I just kind of created this whole, not persona, it was just more of like, I was like, okay, that's my art. Dance kind of helped me and now drag. So it's kind of created this woman that I am today, like this like unstoppable powerhouse.
What
Yeah.
kind of dances?
Dude, oh my god. So I grew up doing Bollywood.
Okay.
So it was only Bollywood, and then hip hop came in, and belly dancing came in, and soca, chutney, Afrobeat, dancehall, reggaeton, like everything, anything that makes me move, like I can do.
And what inspired your drag name?
Sanjina, oh my god. Okay, so it actually came from my dead name, and I was bullied growing up, like, from my uncles, my cousins, like, they really didn't say my boy name, like, my dead name. They kinda gave me a girl name, which was Sanjana, and I didn't like it, I hated it, and it just kept, like, lingering, 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 and then, like, in school, people would call me Sanjina to make fun of me because it was, like, my dead name and a vagina, so I was like, "Haha, you're a girl." And then when I came to Toronto, um I used to work at a place we don't talk about, but the coworkers there, they started calling me Sanjina, but in a loving way. And then it just kind of like I think in the journey of finding my drag in that moment, and I was like, you know what? Take power to that name.
I love that.
So Sanjina came, and then Dabish is the bitch, but I just can't really. I wanted something more kind of fusionized, and then Queen comes from Virgo's last name.
Why did you move from Vancouver to Toronto?
Um, Oh my god, okay, so my time when I moved I'm, like, 33 now, so I moved when I was 24, 3? Oh my god, I was still in my 20s. Um, Vancouver's a little backwards, especially I'm from Surrey, so I'm from,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I am from the Jane and Finch, the Brampton, the Scarborough of Vancouver, like, I'm from the place where if you watch Lion King, Mufasa tells Simba not to go that side, I'm from that side. So, growing up as, this gay dancer, I was picked on, I was bullied. Like, I was really well known. Like, I was really well known in Surrey. Like, I was known to be either the dancer or the gay guy. And I got bullied a lot. And, I just couldn't really find my place. And, like, growing up, I thought I had friends who were really kind of weren't my friends. They just kind of liked me for my personality in the sense of just like I was a party person. So I was only invited because, I kind of walked in the room and I lit the room up, or I was used because I danced a lot, right? So to do choreography, to perform at parties. So I was like, you know what? This is a very toxic life for me. And I just need to run away. And Toronto was just like the place I was kind of heard growing up, Toronto, Toronto, Toronto. And ever since then, Toronto's become home. Like, it's my home. Like, I feel like I was born here. Every time I go back to Vancouver, I hate it. Don't hate the city,
Yeah.
Don't hate the people. It's just like for my trauma. When I go back there, it's just I don't like it.
How would you describe your drag style?
My drag style, she is a Bolly hood, very cultural, very banji, ghetto, ratchet. You know, it's like Cardi. You know what I mean? I'm very like I don't know. Sanjina's she's like how do I say this? She's like Jean Grey, you know, in the Phoenix. Like she's calm, but then she has like this outgoing presence on stage, and I don't know. She's a girl's girl.
I love that. How has your drag evolved over time?
Oh my god, a lot. Holy shit. Oh, when I first started, I went from being, I hate using this word, busted. And, you know, seeing myself on Drag Race and the journey on Canada's Drag Race was kind of crazy because, like, you know, I wasn't on hormone therapy. I'm 6 months now, 6 months of hormone therapy and 6 months sober. So I wasn't sober during that process either. Like I was a party girl and then taking a month of just like not really preparing yourself. You kind of go through like a withdrawal, right? Like you kind of like for the party scene, all of a sudden now you're on alcohol or other substances and now you're in competition. So just seeing myself on TV and like what the trolldoms, like the trolls, what they did and how like I had to face racism even more, you know, body dysmorphia was just kind of it kinda heightened more because of, like, people being, transphobic towards my body, all this. Just seeing the person I was, loved her, but, you know, I think now who I am, this glow up, and I'm excited to come back to All Stars, and, you know, I think that there is a huge growth. Like, I think that I've kinda given Sandrina what she deserved.
Talking about like late season, what challenges have you faced bringing like your cultural identity to the mainstream?
A lot, you know? Like, to me, representation is a big thing of drag. Like, if I don't see a representation or a brand, I'm just like, okay, like, you know, like I don't, it's your drag. Everyone can do drag, right? But when it's culture and you're, it's just, it's such an art because like people's backgrounds and tradition and cultures, they come from so many like colors and music and da da da. And for me, why it was so hard was you know, sometimes when you're full in a room full of white people, it's hard to do a Bollywood number without them thinking like, okay, are they gonna walk out of here? Are they not gonna like it? Are they gonna be, ew, what is this? Because they're so used to listening to Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not that clean. I will give you dance hall, reggaeton, chutney, soca, Bollywood, Arabic. I will give you things that are not what you hear. I don't give you white girl music. You want to hear that? Go to Starbucks, right? It's the truth. Like, you know, get your pumpkin spice latte and you can listen to all the Swifties and all the Hillary Duffs, like all that. You know what I mean? No shade to Taylor. I love her. She's amazing. But you know, so it was kind of hard for me because it's like I don't want to cater. I want to cater to my community. That's trans people, that's POC, as the black community. Like I want to cater to them. I want to, you know, because we're hardly ever heard, you know what I mean? Like so it was kind of hard for me to be like, okay, like, are people gonna walk out? Are people gonna like it? Are people not gonna like it? So I was always told, Sanjana, educate. So I've just been doing that.
Love that.
Yeah.
What has been one of the most rewarding moments?
Rewarding moments is honestly hormone therapy was my most rewarding moment. I think that like I was so lost with everything. I didn't really hormone therapy has changed me a
How
lot.
did you decide it?
To do hormone therapy? Oh, it's just like when I'm it's not you can't really decide when you do hormone therapy or when you're trans. I think that's a gift. You're born with it, right? I think that is a decision that when you're ready to commit to. And it's a crazy journey. It's being on hormone therapy. I've been on it for 6 months and I can say this much, it's very magical, but there's a price to pay with it. Meaning as in like the roller coasters, the emotions, the spiraling, you know, feeling sensitive and like, you know, me being more of a woman. I was no, not more of a woman, sorry. I've always been a woman. But just kind of now getting into the transitioning. So I understand when a lot of trans women talk about when they're on hormone therapy is very different from not being on it.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot on our body and it became my therapy. It was my savior. I stopped drinking. I stopped doing drugs because of hormone therapy. I think my drag it has gotten better myself, like, you know, so that was the most rewarding thing, I think. Yeah.
I love that. And well, you are in drag race. So I wanna ask you, what was your reaction when you got in?
Oh, I honestly, I was really, really excited because I tried 2 years. I tried the year before and I made it to a point, but then it wasn't my time. And then this year, I really pushed to get on. I could have waited, but I didn't want to wait because I think that when the universe kind of tells you it's your time, it's your time. And when I was told that I was on, I was so like I was just so happy. I even know I was explaining the happiness. It was also because I obviously knew Virgo got on too. You know what I mean? So it was like, oh my god, I get to be on a season with my fucking drag mother. Like this is crazy. Like it's just like, Virgo seen Sanjina, like, I was born in front of her, like, so it's just like, for her to experience that with her drag child and for me to experience that with my mother, and I don't have a relationship with my mother anymore, so it's like, to have that with your drag mother, it's just like, I don't know, it's the most blessing and most rewarding also thing, and it's just I don't know, it was just it felt good.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a moment, but yeah.
Has there been any challenges in the competition?
I think for me, there was more so of like, I didn't really care about the other artists because everyone is their own drag, right? No one's better than me. I'm not better than them. Um, it was more so of just what I had to bring and what I was representing. And obviously, I had a lot of hiccups, preparing and like, trusting certain designers, and so I think for me, I was really focused on myself because for me, listen, I've been through so much. That's a competition. I've been through so much struggle. I've been in the dark all my life. You know what I mean? So a competition for me was like, for me, this was a celebration. I was being celebrated. So to me, it wasn't really a competition. It was another journey I was going through. And I was like, I'm ready for it. I'm riding this journey. And my fate decided what it decided, and I had to go home. But I will be back for All Stars.
Has that journey taught you something about yourself that maybe you didn't know?
Oh, a lot, a lot. That just be. I don't know. I think it's taught me just to kind of breathe, take a moment, think before you jump on things, kind of thing. What I'm taking from from the show is I have a louder voice now. Which for me, it was never about winning the crown. I mean, the money was nice, I mean, hey, the crown is okay. But I think for me was to get on that platform so I could be loud for my trans siblings, so I could be loud for my community, and I can be ears, eyes for them. You know what I mean? So that's what I got out of it. I wish I went further because I had so much to offer and show. But hey, time and place, right? And everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. What is a misconception that people have about drag? You know?
Oh my god. Well, it depends. Like on like, are you talking about like straight people?
Maybe, or maybe like even the
I think the queer community, I think that they just accessorize us a lot. They did think that we're just clowns, you know what I mean? But they forget that we are the mascot, because of us, we are their voices, you know what I mean? Um, being a doll and being a drag queen, I think it's a little bit more harder because people don't know our boundaries and sometimes with us trans girls, we just kind of feel like, we're part of a cast because we're trans or we're in the moment because people are talking to us because we are a doll, like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors to it, right? And I think with the straight community, the thing that I just hate is being accessorized. I think that they accessorize us. Oh, we need a drag queen here. Oh, let's bring her here. Oh, just because we want to be a fake ally. That's how I feel. Or sometimes I think that they just look at us as groomers, but we're not. This is art. Everyone does art. It's a paint. Like, you know what I mean? I think that it's art. I think that just because men dress up as women, or if women dress up as men, or if the dolls, or I call action figures, my trans men, my brothers, if they decided to dab into drag, it's art. It's our own art. We're not here to prove anything to anyone. We're not here to change anyone's mind. You know what I mean? We are just doing what we are doing in our art, and we just want to be left alone.
yeah.
That's it.
How can straight people be truly allies in your perspective?
Don't tell us you're an ally. If you are an ally, do not tell us you are an ally because that shit to me is fake. It is fake. Do not tell me you're an ally. I will know that you are an ally on your behavior, the way you behave. It's just like how a white girl recognizes her privilege. I don't need you to tell me. When you recognize it, I will notice that, right? When someone comes and tells me that they're an ally, and it's just like I'm just like, oh my god, are they an ally or are they just like fake? I don't need to know they're an ally. I will see, like, silence says a lot, you know what I mean? But is how you approach someone, how you talk to someone. There's difference. If you're asking questions to be educated, I love educating people. I will educate you. But if you're gonna ask me dumb questions an ally is not supposed to ask, Google. I just think that I don't like when I hear, "Oh, my ally, I'm trans." Like I just yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, not be mean. I love you guys.
Can you walk us through your process of building a number?
Like
A dance?
a dance. Oh my god. Okay, so it's I. Oh my god. For me, it's a little different. Dance and music just like comes to me. Like beats just come to me. I can watch a video. Like with me, is I will watch the music video. I'll watch the song and I'll see what they do signaturely. And I'll take their signature moves and I kind of remix it into like Sanjina style. And I like I said, my relationship growing up, I never had friends or family. And when I was growing up, dance was my family. So I think I've kind of created such a big, solid, strong, colorful, vibrant, loving bond with her that I just let dance kind of guide me. Right? You play the music, it'll take like I need to hear music for like probably like 2 or 3 times, and I'm just like, okay, let's get up and dance. I love dancing. It's the most safest I feel. A guy can walk in a room with a gun and I will still dance. I will not run away because you know what? It's like the most safest. And it's like people are gonna think I'm weird for saying this, but what I mean is like I love dance so much that the day that if I had to leave this world, I would leave dancing. That's the last moment because it's the most happiest, it's the most safest I feel. So to me, performance is like candy.
Do you remember your first time dancing ever?
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, when I was a little kid, it was because of my mom, my parents. So my parents loved to drink growing up. Like, they not like bad drinkers, like, they drank, they ate, and I used to, like they would always dance. Like, they would always play music. They would always dance to, like, Bollywood music, and as a little kid, I would just watch them. And it wasn't my dad because my dad had no fucking rhythm. That man can cook, that man can do other things, but he has no rhythm. But my mom, I'll say this much, that bitch, holy shit, she can dance. Like, my mom is a Mekke dancer. She's a Polynesian dancer. So she's been like dancing all her life. And it's the way she moves and it's the way she smiles. And you can see her aura and the way she like danced with my dad, the flirting. It was just like, I just wanted to do that. And then times like when my dad used to go to like, functions, my mom and me would dance together. So it was me basically growing up dancing with my mom. Like we would turn music on, close the door, shut the blinds so no one can watch them, and blast music and just dance. She would cook, we would dance. I would perform for her, she'd perform for me. So it was just like, oh, I'll get emotional. It's it's a journey that, like I miss. I miss a lot, I miss that. It's memories, and I wish I can go back and have those memories with my mom. It's never gonna happen. But, you know, that's why I think dance is so beautiful to me because it started off with my mother. You know what I mean? And moms are mom. They bring you into this world. It's mother nature. Mother's everything, right? So the fact that my mom introduced something that I love so much is just it's a gift. So, sorry, I'm a crybaby, but
Don't worry. Do you ever get nervous performing or?
oh yeah. Well, I don't get nervous when I hit the stage. It's more so like I have performance anxiety because like I'm very honest. Back then when I used to perform, I used to do like two tequila. I used to drink tequila. I used to do cocaine, and that used to shop like my nerves out. Now, someone who is sober that doesn't really drink. Oh, I don't really drink. I don't drink at all. Actually, sorry. For someone who doesn't drink and for someone who doesn't really do drugs, like okay, I smoke weed, California sober, love the ganja, but I get anxiety. Like I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I think it's not because I'm nervous. I think it's because I just want to get on that damn stage and just perform and get off. That's what it is. Yeah.
If your drag had a superpower, what superpower would it be?
If my drag had a superpower, what would it be? It would be putting people in a trance. Like when I dance, people are so like this, or they're so like, I think in a trance, a spell. Like it's like a snake charmer. Like if you see like in India and Indian culture, like when there's a cobra, you have the man playing like the bean, right? Like it's making the snake dance, right? So I think when I dance, I control people or I make them want to dance. I think that's the power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a siren. They lure people, especially men. Yep.
What legacy do you want to leave in the drags?
What legacy do I want to leave? Legacy that I want to leave in the drag community is with everything that's going on right now in this world, whether it's whether it's the LGBT community, whatever it is, like I just want people to sit down and think like what we're going through right now, especially the fact that like my siblings right now, their rights are being snatched and like trans people can't live right now and they're scared to live. We're all hiding because we're scared that something's gonna happen. I want to leave. If I leave with what I want to leave with our community is stop kicking each other down. I'm so over it. Like I'm so over it. Yes, we love drama. We love this rock, all this stuff. Da, da, da. We love all of that. But what upsets me is that we want to sit here and complain about other communities attacking us, but we can't even get along with our own community. We can't even lift each other up. Like you know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, people have their problem, people have their shits, but don't kick each other down. Don't go to that extent. Love each other. I think that's where we're rainbows, right? We want to be all about rainbows. We want to be all about love. And I think that we just show that. I think that when we show the dark side of our community, I think that's where people kind of latch onto it, right? Where we forget that we are very colorful, we are very loving. So that's the legacy I want to leave, sorry, is even the drag community, is that any new upcoming drag artist, baby queen, baby king, whatever it is, give them that space to do what they have to do. Just because we went through it hard and we got shit on doesn't mean that we have to do it to them. Yes, they have to pay their dues, but give them that space to breathe and enjoy drag. Drag is something we don't hate, we love it. So my whole thing, my legacy that I would leave is just to care about the art, care about your community, and just love each other.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite performance that you have ever done?
Favorite performance, a favorite song to dance on?
Yeah, also.
I love Tyla. I love Water. I love her. I love Tyla so much. That's where I found my trans name, Nyla. Comes from Sanjina's my stage name. I love Bollywood. So Saki was one of my favorite songs to perform to. Um Beyonce, Sean Paul, like anything that like yeah, I don't know. For me, I don't have a specific favorite performance. I love doing everything I do. So
Wow.
yeah.
And what is the thing you're the proudest of?
The thing I am proudest of just being just what I'm proud of is this being a Fijian trans woman here saying my truth. That's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of the fact that like I didn't need to ask permission and ask anyone to be trans. I was born like this and I was giving such a gift from God, you know, being a trans woman. I'm Hindu, right? And Hindu religion and culture, trans folks are known to be demigods. We have the power to bless, we have the power to curse. So, yeah, that's what I'm like. I think I'm so proud to be a trans woman. Like it's like I would never want to be a straight biological woman. I'm so happy that I'm trans. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, finally, we have a little game here called Let's Get Close.
Let's get closer. I love this. Get closer.
Yeah, it's just you're gonna choose the level of closeness you want to go, and there are some questions.
Can we go in order?
However you.
How many times like
Yeah.
can we like I think how many times are we playing?
Usually three, but
Let's go green first. So I give it to you?
yeah, sure. What is something that has made you happy lately?
Happy lately. I'll follow you. I just came back from Montreal. I went to a trans conference, transformation. I sat down with sex workers, trans girls that I know are sex workers, and it was the most magical, most blessing, the happiest. It was better than Disneyland. I'll say that much. It was better than, and I love Disney. I'm a Disney girl. You know what I mean? Or my best friend says, a Disney adult. Um, Coming back from that experience, that trip, I got experience with my sister, Michaela Couture, and being in a room full of 20 or I don't know, well, I think it was 20 or maybe less than that, just trans girls. It was so empowering to feel so loved, so heard, and to know their struggles, to know their stories, and just to get the dab of just like how the sex world, world works, right? And I like I'm not gonna say like I've done it and I'm doing it too, like what I mean. Like we have to make our money, at the end of the day. Just being part of that lifestyle and just being around sisters, I was the most happiest. In that moment, I got to have the courage to call my mom, my actual mom. She told me I was dead to her, which is fine. I had to live with that. I had to hear what I had to hear. And I think that experience just changed me. It's made me like a better doll. So yeah,
No. Okay.
another one. Yellow.
What do you think about most?
Dick. No, I'm joking. I had to say that. Oh my god. But what do I think about most? Honestly, what do I think about most? I don't know. Actually,
That's a good answer.
I don't know. I think a lot. Like this brain, holy, it's always thinking. It's always thinking. I think, what I think a lot about like what's gonna happen next. Like what's gonna happen next. Like, what am I prepared for? Like I think that's what I think a lot about is what's next, what's gonna happen next, or like, what's the preparation for next. So yeah, I mean I think a lot. Yeah. Ooh, red. Close. It better be good. Why should we not be good?
What do you want your final words to be?
My final what?
Final word.
Like when I'm dying?
Yeah, I think so.
My final words would be, "Ew, what's popping? It's your girl, Sanjina DaBish Queen. You're trans, Fijian, Bollywood remix. My pronouns are try me, and that's a wrap."
Love that. Okay, thank you so much.
No worries.
Just like coming here, like giving us from your time.
Cyrus, thank you for having me. I love you all so much. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Sanjina with a J. Ew, and you'll see me soon.
Okay, thank you so much.